Here's a quick guide to getting married in Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, from friendship to dating, how to increase your bond level, what you need to get married, how to have children, and everything in between. Let's get started. Starting with the first step, meeting the love interests. The hard truth is not all love interests are made equal. You will unlock them through story progression. However, some will only be available near the end of the game. Without spoiling the plot, here is the order of the love interests you unlock in the game. Once you unlock them, you can see their profile and it will show you their likes and dislikes. You will fill this up as you interact with them and the people who know them. But what I want you to focus on is the intimacy level you see here. This is different from the bond levels. Intimacy level indicates how well you know the love interest story-wise. To put it simply, it is the meter that tells you if you have completed the love interest's bonding quests. And to get married, you would need to fully fill this up, which means you would have to experience all of the love interest's bonding quests. Bonding quest is the personal storyline of a love interest and makes the world building and lore of the game so much deeper. But where does the bond level fit in, you may ask? Well, each bond quest requires you to be in a specific bond level with a love interest to proceed. And increasing the bond levels in the game is pretty easy, and there are multiple ways. So, first up is the Dance of Bonds. Here, you get to have a small boost whenever you dance in front of any named NPC. You can use the Plum Branch or Iroha's fan for later in the game. And you can do this daily. Next is Let's Chat, which is also a small boost and similar to Dance of Bonds. You can do it daily as well. Chatting up the love interests sometimes indicates their preferences as well as their thoughts on the current events happening in the village. Then we have the Let's Hang Out option, where you can choose from multiple hangout activities. Each love interest will have their preferred hangout activities, and be careful because you can lose points if you choose something they really hate to do. Don't worry though, I find that the points you lose are really small, and you can learn the option to refresh the available hangout activities from the social skill tree. The higher you go, the more refreshes available. You can also learn more intimate activities from the social skill tree. Hanging out with your chosen love interest is the best choice to strengthen your bond fast and level up those bond levels quickly. However, something to consider is that each hangout activity will consume a specific set of time, so do be mindful of your tasks for that day. Giving gifts is a safe choice for a big boost once you know what they like. The game will give you hints, but you can check out the shorts in our channel for a quick guide. Eating at either Iroha's tea house and Yachio's izakaya is also a safe bet, and most love doing so. But do keep in mind that it takes an hour. As you increase your bond levels, more hangout activities or interactions will be available, like cooking together, eating dinner, and seeing you after baths. You can cook together in any restaurant, and it does not seem to take any time from your day. It is similar to cooking by yourself. The meal will be created right away, after a fun cutscene with your chosen love interest. I do want to mention that this is where you cook unique recipes as well. Just choose the recipe with an exclamation mark, then select the love interest that also has an exclamation mark. You will cook up a new meal, and these are usually the love interest's favorites, so don't skip out on these. Then there's eating dinner together. To trigger this, you would have to find the love interest already sitting down by the izakaya. Talk to them and they will ask you to join them. You can only do this once per day, so if there are multiple available, choose the one you'd want to increase your bond with the most. Taking a bath in the hot springs also increases your bond with a random love interest because they will accidentally bump into you. From my gameplay, it's usually the people currently hanging out at the bathhouse, so you can time it. And at least they will give you an item that helps you cool down. It is still a chance to strengthen your bond. Oh, and you can trigger this once a day. Moving on, another way to strengthen your bond is by being in the active party. This means that they have to be out in the field with you. Remember, you can have up to 6 party members, but only those out in the field and actually fighting by your side can earn bond points. If you have chosen your love interest early on, this is a great way to increase your bond as you play through the main story, slowly but surely. The more you spend time with them as an active party member, the stronger your bond will be. Not to mention the fun lines you'll get from the party members. Fulfilling their personal requests also helps. This is, however, pretty random to me, and there is a limit in the number of personal requests you can take. I do find it a somewhat significant boost. You will find this option when you talk with a love interest, and will sometimes be just below the let's chat. Since there is a limit, prioritize the ones that are easy to complete depending on your type of gameplay. For me, I don't fish that much, so the requests asking me for specific fish took a while to complete, and the slot would have been better off with someone else's request. Then there are 2 other activities that you can do once a year to increase your bond level, and that is 1. To celebrate their birthdays, which is different from giving a gift. So make sure to choose the right option. What I like in this game is that Woolby will remind you of everyone's birthday when it's near and the day of. Similar to giving gifts, make sure to prepare a gift that they really like. An easy way is to cook together and check if there is a unique recipe available for that love interest. The other activity is when you participate in festivals. You can find the available festivals in the calendar. 3 days before the festival, you can invite your chosen love interest to hang out with you during the festival. You have until the day of the festival, just before the event starts, to ask them out, and the option to invite only appears at bond level 5. They themselves will ask you out, and don't worry, if you declined, you could always ask them out yourself. One thing to consider though, is that some characters will become unavailable in certain parts of the story. So, if a festival is coming up and you want to experience it with a certain love interest, then it might be best to not proceed with the story just yet. So, those were 7 ways to increase your bond level with the love interests. I do want to mention that each bond level increase will also allow you to unlock special bonuses and rewards with that character, such as a special attack they can use in battle with you, a present, or a stat increase. To be honest, I find increasing the bond levels to be fairly easy. For me, increasing the intimacy level took longer because most bonding quests require you to wait the next day and even up to 5 days of waiting. Not to mention, some bonding quests require you to be at a later part of the story. But once you reach 4 intimacy hearts and a bond level of 7, you'll unlock the option to confess your feelings by saying I love you. After confessing, your love interest will ask you to meet them in their village on the next available day at a specific time. And don't worry, Woolby will remind you on the day of. And you can also find the time on the quest tracker. If your chosen love interest feels the same way, you'll then become partners. And you can choose cute nicknames for each other, which you can change anytime by talking to them. You'll also get the option to ask them on a date, and these dates are unique to each character, and will always be scheduled for the next available day, helping you grow even closer. I mentioned available because some days, you'll already have a scheduled event. And in this game, there is no jealousy feature, just some dialogues, so you can date multiple love interests at the same time. This would also mean that their replies to your confessions will be on the next free or available day. There would be no overlapping. Remember, you can learn more intimate hangout activities at the social activities skill tree that are only available for romantic partners. These are so cute and wholesome, and will give you a boost in strengthening your bond. Once you reach bond level 10 and you've gone on 3 dates, making the intimacy level full or at 8 hearts, you can finally take steps toward marriage. Here's what you'll need to do. Speak to Woolby about marriage, and they'll guide you to plant a sapling behind any shrine. Wait for it to grow, then harvest the plum branch. Woolby will also give you the recipe for divine spirits. You'll need rice and wisteria. You'll get rice from the Autumn Village Revival quest, and you can get wisteria from the Spring region, Plateau Hill location, or a sapling from a traveling merchant. To be honest, if you're already at this stage, these 2 ingredients would have already been planted and available in any of your villages. And once you have both the plum branch and divine spirits, talk to your partner and invite them to the Fate Weaver Shrine. You'll take to the skies with Wilby to Fate Weaver Shrine Island, where you'll propose. And the next day, you'll enjoy a heartwarming wedding cutscene. After marriage, your partner will stay with you at the shrine, and you can continue spending quality time together. Not to mention, you'll also get a free meal once per day. Do keep in mind that once you're married, you'll revert to just being friends with the other love interests. All intimacy levels after confessing will be removed. If you do change your mind on your chosen spouse, the game has the Rewoven Fates feature, where you can marry a different love interest in a different timeline. You heard that right? You can jump into a new timeline where it's like you never married your current spouse. In this new timeline, all your intimacy levels with every love interest, including your current spouse, will return to 4 just before the confessing stage. This gives you a chance to date and marry someone else. Just keep in mind, once you start this new timeline, you can't go back to your original one or begin another until you've married someone in the current timeline. So choose wisely. After completing the main story and 5 in-game days after getting married, your spouse will ask if you're ready for the next big step, having a child. Together, you'll head to the Fate Weaver Shrine to pray about it. 5 days later, you'll return to the shrine to find out you're expecting. You can choose your baby's gender or let it be random, and you'll also pick a few personality traits for them, which in turn will be the basis of their battle roles. Whether they will be an attacker, defender, healer, you get the idea. Pick carefully because gender and personality will also play a role in your child's looks, as well as you and your spouse's features. Another 5 days later, your child will arrive. There's a time skip after their birth, so they'll already be a little kid when you meet them. This sets you up for the final post-game quest, where you can unlock the last achievements. Your child will become part of the village and even have their own preferences, letting you bond with them just like other characters. You can have up to 2 kids in the game. After your first child's birthday, your spouse will bring up having a second child in the next season. If you agree, the whole family, you, your spouse, and child, will head to the Fate Weaver Shrine for another blessing. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma has been such a blast, but let's be real. There are definitely a few things I wish I knew before I jumped in. From features that caught me off guard to beginner mistakes that could have been totally avoided, I have learned a lot. In the next video, I am breaking it all down. What to watch out for, tips to smooth out your early gameplay, and how to make the most of your adventure right from the start. Click over and I'll catch you there.